What you can see right now is a hand sketch dashboard. This is the Power BI version. What will help you to do this is actually nothing but Claude AI. So in today's video, we're going to learn how to create this particular dynamic, dashboard right in here using Claude. It is something very dynamic. I'm going to show you how to actually have this created and have something as beautiful as this. Then you can implement the same exact thing into your report or your dashboard. It's very easy, very simple. All you have to do is to grab the data and follow me step by step. Okay, this is about travel recommendation. So what we want the end users to do is to select a budget from here. For example, $1,500. And this is the trip cost. This is what is left. This is the destination, season. To travel to this particular destination, October and April is actually what is good. Then this is actually the rating. And you can see this particular KPI right in here. They're very important. So over here, if I actually go this way right now, and I hover over this particular part here that is blinking, look at what it says. So it says best pick, top score, and comfortably within budget. So those ones are still within budget. Anyone before the budget here, our budget is actually 1,500. Those colors here and the highlighted one here, they're within budget. Then what about this one? They're actually above our budget by $166. You understand? Can you see it now? You can see this. Very interesting. This is what would have taken you days to put together. But with AI and the right prompt, you're going to do this in some few minutes. And I believe you would like to learn how to actually have this done in a very simple step. I'm going to show you every single thing you need to know about this. If you're ready, I'm always ready. Go grab the data and follow me step by step. Oh, by the way, before you go, please try as much as you could to share this to others. Like, comment, and share. And if need be, try to subscribe if you have not done that. It's very important if you want to see me again. If you have just downloaded this particular resources, make sure you actually have this opened and pay attention to this particular part right in here to know what the management wants. So the recommended visuals plus the measures. So we're going to be creating more measures than this. Those are just the base measures to be created. Okay. After we have done that, we have what we call, if you click over here, it's always here. It is called Quick Notes. Quick Notes is a Microsoft package that you can actually use to draw anything you want. So I always use this to sketch out how I want my dashboard to be. So with AI, you can preview the dashboard and actually ask AI to give you every single measures inside the dashboard. So if you look at it right now, over here, I have actually sketched out how I want the dashboard to be. So if you have a tablet, it will be very easy for you. If you don't have a tablet, use a plain book and pen to draft and take a picture of it. We're going to be using this to create it. If you look at it right now, the top here seems to be like what you have downloaded, like this particular one right now. You get it right away. What I'm going to do now is to take a screenshot of this. How do I do that? Window, Shift, and S key. We'll activate this for you. Then you take a screenshot of this very part. Once you've done that, we are going to head up to Claude. So inside Claude, we paste this right in here. By this time, I believe you must have gotten MCP server installed that connects your Claude to Power BI. If you have not, and you're looking for a quick, easiest way to get it done, please reach out to me. Just type Claude. I'm going to share the link with you. Guys, I have it on this channel in case you cannot find it. So before I even run this, I have to go back to here. There is something we have to build because Claude cannot actually build that for us, no matter what. So we have to build it all by ourselves. So let's go over to the top ribbon here. While we are here, click on modeling. Let's go to new parameter and choose the numeric parameter here. So I'm going to name this one to budget slide. So over here, we leave it at whole number. So the minimum should be 500. Pay attention to this particular part because it is very, very important. Then the maximum should be 5,000. These numbers are not just invented. They're actually inside our workbook. So this should be 250. And the default, I want to put the default to maybe 2000. Now I'll go ahead and actually create this. As it is creating, let me show you what we have done. Over here we have what we call budget. And the budget here starts from 500 and ends in 5,000. You can see the range before 5,000 here. You understand? So that was why we selected the minimum to be 500, the maximum 5,000. You get it right now. Okay. After we have done that, let us confirm if we have it. We have it already. Here we go. We already have this here. We can now move it to the position where we want it to be, right here, and adjust it. This time around, let us quickly come over to here and size and style. We turn off the background. Then next again is to make sure we go to the value and we select the value. Make sure it pops. Let's increase by 1, so 10. Okay. Now with this, you can just go ahead and turn off the slide header. We don't want that. So just make sure it sits right. This is the first thing we actually want. We're going to be working with this. Every single time we move this particular slide, our values will actually be changing. So let's see. It seems okay. Trying to get it to move, but it's not. Okay, let's see what is wrong. Maybe we might have done something wrong. We go over here and go to budget slide. Oh, we did not actually add increment. Over here, increment. Let me show you. Over here now, the starting number is 500. That was what we give to it, 500. Then the ending is 5,000. The increment is 250. If I hit my enter key, this should generate series of number for me. Yeah, we have it right now. I don't know what happened previously before now. I thought it was like this before, but okay, we have just fixed it. In case yours was like that, we have fixed this together. Let's go back now. The slide should be moving. Beautiful, beautiful. So this is what Claude cannot do for you. Claude cannot actually come here and do all of this. So now that we've gotten this here, make sure you save your work. It is time to head up to Claude right now. Okay, we are here inside Claude. What are we going to tell Claude? I want to tell Claude to connect to my Power BI PBRX and actually create all the measures here for me. So what I've stylishly done while I was designing is to actually type in the measures I want. All those names here, they are all my measures. You understand? They're all my measures. So let us look at how we're going to do that. Inside Claude, Control D will help you to record your voice, then transcribe it and run it as a prompt. I want you to look at the screenshot I shared with you. I want you to create all measures inside that particular screenshot. Do not create the charts, but just the measures. And make sure the measures inherit the names that is actually on the screenshot. So connect to my Power BI right now and make sure you actually create a standalone table that you are going to actually organize all the measures you have created right in. Okay, if you look at it right now, it has created the measures, for us. So it says all 12 measures are live in Power BI. That is beautiful. We don't have to read through all of this. Getting back here right now, we can see we have P1, P3, P4. So which means our measures are ready. Let us just bring one of the measures into a card, just like this one here, and take a look at it and see if this is cool. So what I'm going to do right now, we are going to shift this. Beautiful. It is working. You got it right now. It is working. So quickly, we're going to build our KPI. And I always love to troubleshoot my values. But after we have created our design, bring everything, we start looking into the values, the measures, how they are connected, talk about it. And make sure we actually find out if it is correct or not. If it is not actually correct, we're going to delete it and recreate it or reprompt Claude to do that for us. By the way, or what you have to do right now is to make sure you subscribe to this particular channel if you have not, and just leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this channel. Over here now, we have budget left. This is it right here. We go straight up to this particular part. We remove this. And with that, I'm going to put this at 20. Let's see. If need be, let's go with 19. Then reduce it and keep it right here. Turn off the background color. Let's go for the value and push the value to this color, right? So here we go. We have this. So with this now, I'm going to copy this value for every part of it here. Move it. We move this one right in here. So we already have measures for all of this. So we're going to go ahead and search for this measure, which is the trip cost. Let's go for trip costs. We just have to remove this one. To make it easy for us, we are going to remove it and bring in trip cost. Then we remove this particular one as well. We remove this. So we remove this, exclude the budget left. Remove this. So we have to look at what is here. Here now is destination season. So best just search if you have it. So we bring it in. Okay, nice one. So the next one now is going to be the rating score here. Rating score. We do not have rating score. This is where we have to actually, write our measure ourselves, because we don't have to because of one single measure and start, prompting Claude again. Because even sometimes Claude takes time to do this for you. And if you know what you're doing, you can do it all by yourself. Right click and type new measure. So I'm going to do rating score. It's very easy. So my rating score is just going to be for me to use the divide function, because it's like you're calculating an average. So with the divide function here, I'm going to use the max function as well. Max function to get what? To get the max travel rates thing here. You understand? So close, then comma, then the denominator here is going to be 5, close, and multiply this by 100. So you get it right now. I can actually move this one here. So let us hit the enter key and see what we have. So this particular, if you look at this particular part where it's actually carrying the marks now, it is actually from the destination table. So let us go ahead and hit the enter key. So now we have this, right? This is it. So we have just quickly created this very part of the KPI. The next one now is to create all of this. So we can go over here to take a look at what we need for that. So on this right now, we need destination considered within budget, average trip cost, and best destination score. Okay, I think we should have actually gotten all those measures already before now. So destination considered. Do we have it? Yes, we do have it here. Let us format this one quickly. We come over here and I'm going to just reduce this one. Let's just keep it at 11. Then this over here, we just have to make sure we don't select something very dark. So keep it right here and go straight up to here and turn off the background color. This is what we have right now. To make it easy for us, we copy and paste and we move it right here. We copy and paste, move this right here, paste it finally, and keep this right here. Now, if you have forgotten what it is, you have to come over here. And together, we can take a look at this and see what we want. So we're going to go for within budget right now. So first of all, I just have to go get off these ones. So get everything off from here. Okay, let's start from here. I'm going to search for within budget. I have it. So right now we're not looking at the measure in detail. We're going to look at that and see what we can do to fix what Claude does not get right. But for now, let's bring all those measures in. So within budget, and next again is going to be best destination, I presume. Best destination, score. Let's just verify that. Beautiful. So lastly, we are looking at average costs. Interesting. Look at what we have done. So the KPIs are ready. If we go back over here now, we can see we have all those KPIs here. And the next thing now is we have two other KPIs that we have to bring in, which is this particular Lisbon and this part that has Europe and culture right in. So to get that done now, we just have to use any of this from here, copy and paste it, and bring this over here. What we're going to do right now is to actually, I think I can't remember what name it should be there. I think this should be the best destination. Let us go back over here. Best from selection, yes, I think so. Let's go get it. So type in best. So I have my best destination here. I'm going to go over here and here we go. So copy and paste it, and quickly you have the detail here. So in the detail now, I have to go straight up to this particular formatting area, and I'm going to keep the formatting to 13 and open it up to show up every single thing. Okay, which simply means I have to change to a smaller font. What the heck is going on? Not simple, please. Okay, a lighter font. So with a lighter font, I'll go with something like this. All right, this is every single thing we need to actually do for our KPIs to actually be ready. So we'll talk about this in no time. As you can see, this is what we have right now. And the KPIs, they are responding to filter. If yours not, and you're having difficulty, please reach out to me. I'm going to actually suggest a prompt for you. But right now, if you have used the same prompt I have actually used right now, it will definitely give you the same exact thing. You get it right now. This is for the KPI. Let's go back over here right now and see how we can build those particular charts right here. And this is where you need a particular custom visual, which I believe you already have. And to actually confirm that, you have to open up and check if you have this HTML content right in here. That will definitely help you to actually get this done with ease. So make sure you subscribe and tell me thank you in the comment section, and tell me what kind of content you would like to see. Is it in Excel or still in Power BI, and what company? Before we start, let us go ahead and actually insert this content here, which is the HTML visual, and push it into this particular part and make it bigger for the time being. We can resize it later after all. And let's go over to Claude, paste this into Claude. If you don't have it, you can actually take a screenshot of this. It's very easy. Just go Windows, Shift and S, then take a screenshot of my prompt. If you want to use the exact prompt I'm using right now, can you see it right now? Just take a screenshot of it like this. That is all you need to do. So after you might have done that, let us go over here now. And what we want to build is this particular one here. We want to take a screenshot of this as well. So I'm going to go over here and take a screenshot of this particular part. Okay. This is exactly what we want to build. And we already have a prompt for it. So we just have to paste it right in here. Now, every single time I take a screenshot, you should take a screenshot as well. Don't wait for me to actually say, take a screenshot. Just go ahead and do that. Should I forget, please do that. You might not see the resources in your file, but you can always follow along like that. So I'm going to run this code now. As you can see, it is ready. Every single time Claude creates a measure for you, it will give you the actual name for you to be able to search it. It is called destination map. Let's check it out. So over here we have scatter and map. So it is called destination map here. This is everything we have in it. So if you look at it, it is mixed up with measures and HTML. It might not be what we want, but we can take a look at it and actually start from here. Can you see it now? So if you don't actually understand HTML, it will be very hard for you to read this particular part, but I can actually make it easy for you to actually make changes should you want to actually change it. So let me help you do that. So pay attention right in here is very important. So first of all, we have to push this into this card. And if I do this right now, we have something like this. This is not exactly what I actually want, right? So how do I know if it is what I want or what I don't? If I actually move this slide right now, it should have been moving based on the budget selected right from here. So it is not. So we have to go back to Claude and tell Claude what we want to build with this particular HTML chart right in here. So getting back to Claude, I click over here, Control D to actually run this. The code you have actually built for me inside destination map is not actually working the way I expected it. So I want you to use combination of those measures. I'm going to list, for you right now, which is best destination, selected budget, selected travel type, and selected climate plus destination score. So combination of those particular measures will actually make me to actually use the slide to control the budget that shows that particular map dynamically. So go ahead and actually update that for me. As you can see, Claude has run through it and it has actually, fixed it for us. Let's check it out. Over here, this is what we have. If I move my slide right now, so it's moving. Can you see? Now Cape Town. If I move it, this is actually updating. If I bring it back over here now, it's back to Lagos. And we see a few highlights. Let me just give you a focus mode to take a look at what we have right in here. So over here, as you can see, if we look at this particular part right now, this is what actually matches the budget we have actually selected for the trip. You get it right now. So now, one thing I want to actually understand is that those gray parts right in here, they're not really good for us. So only those ones highlighted in green and yellow. Now, this is not yet what I really want 100%. So we have to keep on telling Claude to do this, do that, until we actually arrive at what we want. What I want right now is that Claude should be able to actually give me a tooltip. When I hover over it, I should see information and as well insight. You understand? Insight. So let us tell Claude to do that for us. Go back to Claude, click over here, and now Control D. Thank you. I love what you have created right in there. So what is left right now is to have a dynamic tooltip right on it. So this tooltip should actually happen when I actually hover over any of the bubbles. And the tooltip should actually have an insight that the end users can actually see and make their decision. Now done. Let us go check it out. Hover over here. So you can see we have some insight. Beautiful, but this is not what I want. Yeah, it gives me insight, but this is poorly designed. Okay, let's tell it to have it on a container like a card, make it beautiful, and even decide a color for it, a dark theme, and all of that. Let's do it. Thank you. I love what you have done for me. So what you're going to do right now is that you have to format the tooltip to be much more beautiful inside a card, like a container that adjusts every single time I hover over a different segment of the bubble. Specifically, if the text becomes much, the card will actually readjust. So I want the card to be a dark theme and the text on it should actually pop up very well. You understand? So go ahead and actually make the tooltip to be much more beautiful than what it is right now. So if you want to copy me, you can actually go ahead and copy this one with Control Shift and S to copy this same exact one. Or still, you can record your own if you feel like you just have the best knowledge to do that. Again, we have it ready for us. We go back now. If we hover over it, can you see it now? Okay, I want you to pay attention right in here. Just hold up. This is where your attention should be, right? So over here, you can see this particular part is being given a star because it's the winner, based on our slider. This is where it is actually been recommended for us, the best match for where we want to travel to. And it actually tells us that we are actually within budget, and it gives us the best season to actually visit this particular location, which is November and March. And the score is this. Okay, let me take you over to this other color here, this very color here. So if you look at this particular color right now, it's telling us that it's actually within our budget as well. And it's Asia, and this is the culture, which is the budget we have actually selected from here. Let me take you back over here. So from here, if I change it right now, everything will actually change. Can you see it now? It has changed. And everything here that is within this particular range is within our budget. So what happens to those ones in gray? That is actually over budget, like by $738. Can you see it now? So this is what we actually want. If you don't want this, you want to actually bring your own insight into it, tell Claude. Claude will run the calculation. Okay, fine. Enough of this. I want Claude to increase the bubble a little bit. And aside that, I want some kind of a blinking part of it. And I want to actually copy it. So let us go ahead and take a screenshot. And I will first of all do a highlight like this. Or still, just take a screenshot. Windows, Shift, and S. I'll capture this particular part. Yeah, watch me give it to Claude. So I'll paste it right in here. So now, there is something I want you to do to this particular highlight. You see that particular rounded corner around it? I want it to be blinking, like very slowly. Go and come back, fade in and fade out. That is exactly what I want. That is the effect I want right on it. Every single time it changes to a different location, so that particular effect should actually be right on it. And make sure you increase the bubbles a little bit. As I've said earlier, if you want to copy me, Control, Shift, and S to copy the same code, or you can actually create your own, whichever one you want. As you can see, Claude has just gotten that for us. Can you see the blinking one? So let us check a different location by swapping to go to Lagos budget here. So can you see it? So one thing we have to actually tell Claude right now is to make this particular chart responsive and create a variable that tells us the height and the width. Because if we come over here right now and you don't understand HTML, it will be very hard for you to actually format the HTML part right in here to be able to get your height and your width. So how do we do that? It's very easy. Let us quickly go back to Claude. I can see that what you have created for us is not responsive. So I want, if I adjust the height and the weight, it should be very, very responsive. And aside that, I want you to create a variable that stores the height and the weight number so that I can actually manually change it to fit exactly the space I want. So copy my prompt if you want to, or you can actually come up with your own prompt if you understand exactly what I want to get into. If you have done that, over here it says it has created card mean width pixel and the height pixel for you. Let's go check it out. So we have to go all the way up. Gradually move towards here. So can you see it now? I'm going to actually bring this down, Shift Enter to indent it. Okay, so here we go. We have this. So we can take control of our height and our weight from here right now. So if I go back, you can see here how it looks. So now we can affect it by going over to here. Then the weight should be reduced to maybe around 200. Let's go with 200 and see what we're going to have. So with 200 right now, nothing happens. So we want it to automatically fit this. You understand? That is what we want. We want it to automatically fit this. So yeah, it's responsive, but one thing is the slide I have right here. The slide here. So let's check it again. Let me just give it 150 and see if that works. Okay, if that doesn't go away, we want to tell Claude to remove the slide when we are within the frame that we want. So now we can actually make sure we allow Claude to take a look at the visual itself to see what we want to actually do, because Claude does not have the eye to take a look at our dashboard. So we paste this one over here. This is the little issue I'm facing right now. You see that slide? I don't want it. So every single time I resize and I'm within the frame, like it feels, it like all the bubble fits into the container very well. I want the slide to disappear, both the vertical and the horizontal slide. So it seems Claude is telling us that it has been done. Let's check it out. So now, oh no, the bubbles has disappeared. Let's remind Claude that quickly. We have to take a screenshot of it and tell Claude what is going on. There is a problem. You can see the map is blank. No bubbles, no nothing, just the text. So go ahead and fix everything for me right away. As you can see, well fixed for us. Let's go back here now and take a look at it. If I actually do this now, you can see, before you actually see the vertical or the horizontal, you must have compressed it beyond necessary. You understand? So if you keep it within, I think we shouldn't see that. You understand? So within what should be now, can you see it now? So interesting. So we have this right now. We have achieved this particular one. So let us look at what is next before we even arrange it. So we go back over to here. And the next thing we have to build right now is this particular one right in here. Can you see it now? So we're going to build this. I'm going to copy this particular part here. Then go over here and paste it down right in here. So now you're going to actually add this to this to have this built. So take a screenshot of this, it's very important. Go ahead and take a screenshot of it right now and make use of it. So Claude is done with the work, so we can go to the folder where we have it right now. So you have to search for the name that Claude used in saving it so that you can actually get it right. You understand? So let's get it. Okay, here we have value versus experience here. And this is what it is. We have the height and the weight as well. Right in here, we can change it anytime we like. And if we scroll all the way down, you can see all the measures and as well the HTML code needed to actually get this done. Okay, quickly, we just have to make sure we copy this previous one from here, Ctrl C and Ctrl V to paste. Then we'll move it right in here and we'll take off this particular one. We bring this new one right into it. And if I show you what it has done right now, this is it. So the budget we have selected is actually, $3,000. Let's check it out over here. So can you see, based on our selection here, if I take it down to around $1,500, so we can go ahead and take a look at what we're going to have right in here. So over here is within $1,500 budget. And this is where we have been recommended to, and all of that. So we just have to add insight to this and make sure this is some kind of much more better than what we have right now. Because I don't seem to actually like the way they feel like how it looks. You get it right now. So let us beautify this even beyond what we have done previously before now. And again, if you're still watching, please do me a favor to like and actually share and tell me thank you in the comment section and tell me what video you would like to see next, Power BI or Microsoft Excel. All right, over here right now, I'm just going to say, I love what you have created, but right now I want to have insight, just like what we have previously before now, and as well give a recommendation, like a brief recommendation outside the insight you've actually added so that the end users can actually know what to do next. So make sure the tooltip is well designed inside a portable card that adjusts based on how much text we have on the inside. So go ahead and actually create that for now. Make sure you copy the same exact prompt, or you can record your own prompt that still means the same exact thing we want to achieve. So Claude has done it. If we hover over it right now, we have an issue because part of it is actually disappearing into the place we don't understand. So if I hover over here right now, this is what I have. Beautiful, right? So now what we can do now is just to tell Claude this. So hover over here and do Ctrl Shift S to take a screenshot of it. Just take a screenshot of the whole part of it right here and tell Claude to control this. So let's go back to Claude and paste it in. The tooltip you have created for me, part of it is disappearing when I hover. Maybe you should control how it appears and make sure every single time I hover over it, irrespective of which bubble I hover over on, I should actually see the tooltip in a full, scale. So update that for me. So as you can see, it has been solved right now. Can you see it now? So it depends. So the next thing I want to do right now is just to make sure this highlighted one is actually not just highlighted. There is a blinking surrounding it. And again, this is actually traveling, dashboard. So what we need to do right now is to actually add an SVG aeroplane that is hovering over the whole chart. And this is going to be done for both of them, which is both this particular one and this one. So before we actually talk about the size to make sure it is responsive, because right now it's not responsive like this one. So we should actually add that feature first, right? So now it's dynamic. Based on what you can see right now, it's 100% dynamic. It's moving. Can you see now? So anywhere our budget is, you can see this is changing color, and this is where we can travel to. And this is the main one we can actually travel to right now. Okay, so here we go. We have to do that. Let us give it a prompt on what we want. I am making two requests right now. On this last one you have created for me, I want to actually make the highlighted one in red to be blinking. You understand? Just like what you have done for me that has something that is fainting, fading in and out. I want to have something like that in a different way. You understand? Much more, creative. And after that, I want to have like two aeroplane hovering over the map and the scatter plot. Both of them. The previous one you have created and this particular one you have worked on right now. I want to have that particular hovering over, aeroplane on those, two maps or scatter plot. And the map should actually be, the plane should go and turn, not using side, not working with its side. It should look 100% natural and it should look more like an aeroplane, just two of it. So when it goes, it will turn and come back and end, and it will be recycling over and over again. And slowly, that is exactly what I want. So I believe you can build that. So this is not much. You can actually go ahead and actually copy the same exact prompt I have just recorded right now. With your Control Shift and S, you can do that and run this. As you can see, Claude has built that for us, and this is actually something very beautiful. Okay, what is left right now is that this one here is not yet dynamic, right? So I'm gonna do Window Shift and S to take a screenshot of this particular one so that I can quickly tell Claude to make sure this is responsive enough not to have this, slide on the vertical aspect and the horizontal. So paste it over here. As you can see on the screenshot I've shared with you, it is not responsive. I have a vertical and horizontal scroll, which is very bad. I want you to actually take care of that so that I can actually adjust it without having this particular horizontal and vertical scroll, and it will be very much responsive. Right now we have gotten both of them, 100% intact, and they all respond to this particular, slide or slicer, whatever you want to call it, right in here. So whenever this changes, it will definitely affect what we have right in here as well. So right now, the next thing we have to do is to go back over here and take a look at what is next. What is next right now is this particular part right in here. So we have to copy it and paste it and actually give it the prompt to help us create this with HTML. And if you don't want HTML, you can use normal, chart in Power BI to do that. But I'm just addicted to this particular HTML because I love the flexibility, right? So whichever one you want to use, I think I got you covered right now. So if you have any issue, please don't hesitate to actually, leave me a comment. I'm going to actually help you to solve that problem quickly. I'm always online. And make sure you actually just say thank you in the comment section. Now our focus will be on this very part right in here, which is this very part. This is where I have to actually create something right now. This can be done with normal chart, but why would you do that when you have HTML chart to actually help you do that? So let us take a screenshot of it. Do the same thing with me, please. This environment here. Take the screenshot. Beautiful. So go to Claude and paste this right in here. So this is the prompt you have to use. All you have to do is to take a screenshot as well right now. Don't bother writing it out. Just take a screenshot with your Windows Shift and S. Then that will actually help you to take a screenshot of this particular part right in here and paste it right on your, own Claude, and it will give us the same exact thing. Let's run this right now. So over here we have this top recommendations. So it's HTML. So all we have to do right now is to insert an HTML chart. So we bring this over to where we can use it right here, and we'll bring it into it. And let's go ahead and take a look at what we have. So we can just do this. So here we go, we have it. Let's confirm what we have here. Can you see it now? Can you see that? This is it here. So how dynamic it is? Very dynamic. It's changing. Based on the budget we select from here, it's changing. So it's very easy. Just make sure you pick up this and resize it right in here. So we're still gonna have a space. Pick up this particular one and make sure you have the space for it here, and bring this down. Then lastly, we actually arrange this. So this way we have something like this. You should have something like this. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do right now is that we have to take off the background color we have for them. Like on this particular one now, we can decide to remove the background out of it. If you feel like you don't want to have the background color on it, you can just take it off. So make sure it gives you something as nice as this. I think I love what I have right now. I love this. So what I'm going to do right now is just to click on this one, then come over to formats, go through this particular size and style, and take this off. Then with this right now, I'm going to show you something. Please pay attention here. It's very important. I'm going to show you something now. So let's see if we can get it right here. I want to go over here and locate what powers it. This one here. Let me change the height and see. Let's go up. This is the height. Height is, let us go with 360. Let's see what 360 for height will give us. Can you see it now? It has filled it down, and it will actually open up, the chart more. Can you see? Okay, let's try something else. 360 is what we have used. I'm going to put it at 380 plus 20. So let's see what we're going to have right now. So you see this now. If you love this, this is what you should do. Okay, let's say you want to make sure you still have it much more widened for you. You can keep on changing that particular part. So over here, I'm going to click on it and okay. Okay, one more thing before we go. You see this particular chart right in here? This should be a map, but it's looking more like a bubble or some kind of a scatter plot. So why don't we go to Claude and tell Claude to do something for us? It's important. Let's do it. We are inside Claude. I'm going to record my voice. Oh, I think I have to cancel. Let me cancel. So before I do that, I want to actually point Claude to this. I'll take a screenshot of it and tell Claude that this is exactly the one I want to make changes with. So with my screenshot ready, let's go to Claude, paste it, and record. So I want you to actually do something for me right on this particular screenshot I have shared with you. So this should look more like a map. So now it is looking like a scatter plot. So I want you to put a diagram of a map, like a world map, into it. So make it better, make it pop more than what it is right now. And if need be, increase the bubble a little bit than what we have right in here right now. So update. You can copy this particular prompt I have right in here. Maybe if you have a better idea to give to Claude to do the same thing for you, go ahead and do that. Claude has done justification to it. Let us take a look at it. Not too bad. Not too bad. I think, yeah, Claude could not give us something perfect, but at least it's okay. Not too bad. But Claude has affected the height for us. So I think we're using 380 if I'm not mistaken. It returned it back to 260. Is it 380? I think it should be 380, I presume. Yeah, 380. So we are back. Okay, I think I love it. I love it this way. The next thing we have to do right now is to actually add our slices. So to get that done now, we have to search for climate. So we bring it as a slicer over here. Then we quickly convert it to a slicer that we want to use. So right now I have this particular, slider button here. We go with this particular one. So we have to make sure we format it to look nice. So as for the title, we don't want to have any title right on it because we already have something at the top. So we click over here now, we turn off the title. So we reduce it and we make sure it fits into this particular part. So what I'm going to do right now is for me to turn off every single thing I have as background color and the fill color for it. So we go to the button parts right in here. We scroll down, the border, and this. So once you have this done now, this is how it looks. So there is something you want to do. Go to this particular part and select this particular default. So for the defaults, was it here? No. Over here on the state we select selected. So with our selected, we scroll all the way down. We go to this particular accent bar here. So we open it up and when I think here we select something down. So this is how it looks. This is bad. So we choose direction. Go all the way down. So instead of left, we choose the bottom. Interesting. So we go all the way up to where we have the callout. Then we select the selected. So for the callout right now, we're going to choose a particular color. Let's go with something like this color here. This popped. So once we have done that, we go to this particular default. So for the default right now, we go for the color. We select a color that is fainting into the background so that the one we have actually selected will pop. So just let's go with this one. Okay, beautiful. Look at the fill. If I select this particular one now, we have this. Okay, I think there is something happening that you might not notice. I'll show you something now. So let us paste, copy and paste it. So once we copy and paste now, we go over here. I'm going to choose this particular one. This is the problem we have. I'm trying to look at something here. So follow me. Let me show you something. If we come over here now, we have this as a disconnected table. So we have this destination here that still have the same thing. And that was exactly what we have done right in here. This one here, if I click on it, can you see? Nothing happens. Do you notice that now? That was because it was coming from the wrong table. So let us wipe off this one. And we're going to go with this particular one here that will filter our dashboard. So which means we chose this one from the right table. So make sure you actually, verify this very well. It's very important. So once you are very much saturated with what you have now, we can copy and paste it down. So once copied and pasted down, we move it. And over here, we change this one to what? To travel type. So we're going to have a little challenge on this one to show up. So what do we do here? Everything shows up, but we have to go to, I think it's going to be under this one here. We go for horizontal. Can you see it now? So once we get to horizontal, we increase this to show up everything. Then we now stretch it this way. So because there is no selection, you can see everything is being grayed out. So we can now add a selection like selecting culture, updated. So over here, I'm going to actually reduce the size of this one alone so that everything will show up when we have more of it. So I'm going to put it at 15. Okay, I think we are almost at the fag end of the dashboard. So let us go over to here. So if you look at this particular part right now, it says insight here. You understand? So you can just make sure you take a screenshot of it, which is optional. If you want to do that, go ahead and do it. So because Claude understands this, Claude still kept the memory of this particular screenshot we gave to it, which is the whole sketch we gave to it previously before now. So we go back to Claude right now, and we'll tell it to write an insight for us. So it is time for we to add an insight into our report. So we don't want something very huge. We want something very brief, straight to the point, that will make the end users to make this decision when they see the insight. So just go ahead and create a very brief insight, looking at the whole thing we have achieved so far, and make sure it is very dynamic and it is connected to the budget, which is the budget slide. And that is all. So if you feel like you have the best way to get this done, go ahead and do it. Otherwise, copy my own style. Okay, so I told you I don't always, 100% agree with what Claude gives me. So let us check for something that we can flag. You see this particular one over here. Claude has done something, extensive, but I don't think we need to have all of those measures right in here to still calculate and have 46. This would have been one single, measure to have this done. One single function. And that function is nothing but the count rows, which is the count rows it is using right in here. So what Claude would have just done is just to use the count rows function over here. And that should actually be over our table called destination table. So that is all. If I hit my enter key, I am still going to have this. So Claude just went through different, ways to still return the same exact thing. But this should have been something very simple and easy. If you don't know what you're doing, sometimes Claude will just give you something so weird. So that is why I would prefer you verify every single measures, like every single thing that Claude would write for you, you should actually verify it. I think we did create this one ourselves, I presume, in the class. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, sure. So we can verify this as well. So Claude is using top end to return. Yeah. Correct. So all I'm saying in essence is this: make sure you verify every single measures written for you. In case you are new to this, you have to actually find time to learn your measures yourself. Then use Claude to fasten it and make sure you check and get what you want before you say yes to it. So how about that?